Good morning, Dean. How are you?
Well, Jamie, it's it's a little cool out there, but this is great. Going to be a good afternoon for football.
Football. I can
Yeah.
see you've got your sweater, and
I
you got your purple
I
sweater,
got
too.
my purple on. It's homecoming.
Purple pride. I love it.
It is homecoming week.
Hey, that is going to be a fun deal for us because this is the second year that I know of for a parade.
It is. They've got a great parade last year. It was a lot of fun. That they kind of go around the school, and it was fun to see all the kids that came out, and you just got to walk out of class and,
Yeah.
and go over there.
Exactly.
So,
Well, I think they're getting to work on their floats starting this morning, so they're going to have some time to get that together. And of course, it's going to start about 2:30 after the assembly, homecoming assembly at Bobcat Gym. But they're going to be taking off right there by the field house and going by the front of the high school and heading that way across 62 up to the Bobcat Complex Center. So that's where they'll have a pep rally. But I'm going to be there.
all right.
I'm going to be there talking about it.
You're on the radio.
I'm going to be on the radio today.
A live parade.
Yeah.
And so are we doing second team with you doing it?
Yeah, we
Since
are.
Miss Linda's not
That's it.
going to be there? Or?
Hey, if we're talking about football, I love it. But, the band, the marching band will be there as
Right.
well. So, thinking of the band, congratulations for pulling off a great contest.
Yeah, Tuesday night, that was awesome to have. I think there were eight schools. So,
Okay.
and you could hear the PA announcement and you could hear the music all over.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. But that's great to recognize that not just these band contests that they go to, but to have one here. That's a beautiful field to have it on.
Well, second year in a row, and I think you got to give a shout out to Doug Blevins too, because they keep coming back. So that's kind of like hosting, a basketball tournament. If they want to come back, that means you're doing a good job, and our facilities are nice. For the bands plus the parents and everybody that comes out to observe that event.
Well, and I'll give a little shout out to Doug for the brass band they had out of Dallas. Had a huge pouring out at the arena.
Mm-hmm.
He said over 850 people.
Wow.
And so that was good, and it was only $5, I think, or a donation.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But let's still talk about homecoming. Who are you speaking this year?
I'm not speaking.
Have you spoke before?
I've actually spoke twice.
Okay.
But it's been decades ago.
Well, they cornered me once, and I said, well, I'm not an alumni. Maybe you could find somebody that was an alumni. So, but I am thoroughly Bobcat pride parent. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, they've upgraded since I spoke. They got Jeff West.
Oh, okay.
Is speaking.
Hey, that's our dentist, right?
Dentist right here.
Yeah, Ozark Lakes Family Dentistry, Jeff West, and of course he's got a legacy, doesn't he?
A legacy, is Fred West, his dad, and goes back to Herbert West.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've heard some stories about Fred, but Jeff. A football player or a basketball player, he's got to be tall, and he had to be good, right?
I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure he'll be inspired for these kids. That was really cool listening to him as a football player. You did get charged up, didn't you? You're usually ready to tee off and start hit somebody.
That's right.
Well, we're going to be playing Grab It, and it's going to be at 7:00. So. Everybody
wear your purple
and probably a jacket. It's going to get warmer this afternoon, though, so it's going to be perfect for the parade. So everybody can stop and watch that one as well.
Well, give a shout out. If you like red, you can wear your red and go to the Green Force. They got their homecoming as well. So
they do.
We got dual homecomings. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
I'm not sure it has either, but I'll give my wife a shout out. She was a homecoming queen at Green Forest.
Okay.
So we're going to have a difficult time when Berryville Green Forest plays here at the Super Bowl, right?
That's right. That's right. Coming up.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about volleyball. This is the regular season's done, so now it's it's a matter of getting the brackets for district next week, right?
Hey, records are 0-0. You start any district tournament and all that, so they go in. They'll be seated where they're seated, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. So wish them the best. Starts next week.
Yes, start next week, either Monday or Tuesday. They'll surely have those brackets out by Monday, and of course, those junior high Lady Bobcats, they're doing great.
They play tomorrow, don't
yes,
they?
They do. They're
Shiloh.
Their district. It's an all one day deal. So hopefully we'll pull home a big trophy.
You bet.
Yep, I love it. They've been doing good all year long.
The junior high has had a great year.
All right. Well, we've got our sports out of the way.
Well, one of the things we have neglected to talk about our sponsor, Bank of 1889, for several weeks. So,
yep.
We got to get that shout out in with them that now sponsor for the community chat.
The community chat, and they're just adding more signage all the time. Bank of 1889, and it looks pretty classy to me. I love it. They're on the square. You'll see those signs as well. So we appreciate them as well.
Last farmers market up on the Berryville Historical Square up there. It starts at 7:30 and goes to noon, and get a chance to hear free music.
Free music.
Gray Squires and anybody that'll come out there. They're going to have a big jam session from 9 to noon. Up there in the new gazebo, so
they've done that throughout the summer. But I think the gardens are done, and they're talking like frost this coming next week. So I know my tomatoes have done good, but I bet you they'll still have some up there on the square.
Right.
So, Peaches has done a great job.
She
right?
has. It really has elevated this year. Proud for it, and look forward to next season. Next. Time the farmers market will come back out in probably the spring. So,
all right. So there's so many events. For
well,
the rest of
some
month.
of it's scary now.
Here we go.
Here we are. It's we're getting close to Halloween, so there's a lot of activities revolving around it. But the good thing about Halloween, even though it's scary, there's a lot of times there's candy involved.
That's all that matters to me, right? Yeah, I think I'm like most parents. I always confiscated the candy to make sure, and then it never got their way back.
Yeah, that Reese's cup's not going to be good for you, hon. I'm sorry.
Well, like you just mentioned yesterday or the day before about Reese's. That's the number one. That's the number one candy for Halloween. So, but get ready because tell us all about some stuff. You know some things.
I think Halloween themed. The Carroll County 4-H is having Trunk and Treat. This will be on Monday the 24th out at the Carroll County Fairgrounds.
Okay.
It'll be from 6 to 8. They'll have costume contests, food and fun. Different games, hay rides. So, that'll be a fun activity out there. And, I think all the area 4-H's are coming together to help with that.
Right.
And, 4-H is a great program. So, something good that, your child may want to get involved in too.
Yeah.
But, again, there's going to be a lot of activities there. On the 28th, the Berryville Community Center is having the Thriller Dance Workshop, which you can pay $10 and learn, the video Thriller, that dance out there. And you can show your moonwalk techniques. Are you doing that workshop?
I may be a zombie, but that may be all I am. I need to be a slow zombie. I may be able to do that. So.
And then they're having Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, a free movie that's a PG-13 that they'll be having later on after the workshop. So, it'll be a fun event. That'll be Friday the 28th. And then the 29th, the community center is doing Boo, which is Berryville's October outing. And they're doing this at the Luther Owens Memorial Park.
Okay.
So a little different venue, and, that is owned by the city. So, we do own basically a shooting range out there, but
down Cisco Road, right?
yeah, down Cisco Road. It's be north of Cisco Road, but they have